Greetings, welcome to the channel. I'm eddiesetgo, and in this short video we're taking the Triumph Trident 660 out to a twisty ride through the English countryside. There is a link in the description below if you'd like to watch a full review of the Trident 660, but in this video we're just going to take the bike through the twisties. Let's go! Excitable inline triple 660 engine there. Super fun. Here we go. The Trident really feels at home on these backcountry roads, on these twisty, winding roads. On the ride over here to where I'm starting from, the road was a little bit bumpy in places, so those high-speed corners, the bike did feel a little bit jittery, but it just added to the excitement, really. The bike feels so at home in these twisty conditions. Of course, the Trident excels in other conditions as well, especially through the town commuting. But for those riders who are interested to see how the Trident, goes on those backcountry roads and something to have fun on the weekends, then yeah, I can attest that the Trident is a barrel of fun in these conditions, these backcountry twisty roads. Things are a bit uneven, a bit bumpy, but even though this is an entry-level machine, it still sports, shower forks. It is a non-adjustable suspension setup, but Triumph really have got the balance just right. It's firm enough to give it that sporty edge, but smooth enough, especially in all the other conditions and situations. It really is a comfortable bike. It feels so balanced. It's such a balanced machine. It's definitely not as smooth as some of the other more high-end road bikes out there with more expensive suspension setups. So we've got KTM, and yeah, it's not as smooth as some of the more established road bikes. Recently got my MT-09 SP, and that's very smooth with all the O-lins and all the trick suspension on it. But Triumph obviously had to find a good balance. This is a bike that feels very comfortable doing almost any kind of riding for these more aggressive backcountry road blasts that you're going to be riding. Maybe if you're in the US, you ride through the canyons, through the mountains. We don't have many canyons here in the UK. I don't think we have a canyon at all, but we have lots of these backcountry roads. But yes, I think, from an experienced rider point of view, if you are looking at the Trident and you're thinking, would this bike, excite me? Would it bring a smile to my face when I take it out for a blast on the weekend? Absolutely, yeah. You're going to have so much fun on this bike. You don't have to go 130 miles an hour to have fun. And that slipper clutch just smoothing all the aggressive downshifting out. The bike I'm riding doesn't have the optional up and down quick shifter, but it doesn't really take away from the experience. I would definitely get the up and down quickie if I was going to buy a Trident. I think it just makes things a little bit easier, especially when you're doing these more aggressive, faster paced riding with the shifting up and down the box very rapidly. But this Trident though is fantastic, it really is, just going down the gears, those brakes doing a wonderful job. I was a little bit, when I first saw about the Trident and saw it had just the 2-pot Nissans, I was like, oh, 2 pots, you know, surely 4 pots is the way to go. But no, absolutely not. These Nissans brake like anything, they bite like anything and slow you right down. And it's really, again, a balanced bike. The Trident is so well balanced. You've got all that useful grunt from this triple engine, you know, even if you're pulling out of a corner in the wrong gear like I just did then, you can still just grab a handful of throttle and the bike just picks up really. Sharp corner, lots of dirt on the road. Oof, it's not nice. Down. Little one finger braking there as well. You get quite comfortable with the braking on this. A lot of confidence from that, from those twin Nissan discs. Really does pull so well. Right there, 4th gear coming out of that corner. I should have been in 3rd, but still the Trident picks up and, you know, it takes away that little bit of, oops, I should have been in that 4th gear. The Trident just is a bit more forgiving than other bikes because it's got that wonderful triple balance. Which is what makes this bike so ideal for new riders as well. You know, it's such a forgiving, balanced setup of engine power, technology aids. You know, it really is a forgiving machine to ride. And as I said in my review, the Trident puts everything within reach, whether it's the price, the seat height, the power, the capabilities of the bike. It puts things within reach. You can reach the red line on the Trident, you can open up the throttle, and it's an exhilarating experience without, you know, putting you in massive amounts of danger if you're riding a, you know, a bigger, more powerful machine. The Trident puts everything within reach, and so if this is your first bike, it's something you can really grow into, and I think you can, you keep for a bit longer than you probably imagine an entry-level bike for. Mud on the road there. Got to watch out on these backcountry roads here. You see there, just hitting that red line, and it's such a great experience to hear that bike. And the Trident, it's very comfortable at that red line. It's very comfortable at limits. You know, my other bike I've ridden before, my Tracer 700, I mentioned in my review, the Tracer had probably the same kind of power output and the gadgetry as the Trident, you know, maybe a bit less technology, but when I pushed the Tracer, the bike shuddered and jerked. It didn't feel comfortable at all at speed, at limits. But the Trident feels absolutely at home at limit. It really kind of wants you to play and push it, you know, a bit further, a bit faster. And you know, that's a really unique point about the Trident. A bike of this price point being comfortable at limit, it's such a great thing, you know, as I said, for new riders, for experienced riders. You're going to thoroughly enjoy pushing the Trident. Now, interestingly enough, on this stretch of road here, I recently rode the Triumph Street Triple R, and on this particular bit of road right now, I was riding pretty much similar speeds, and I was actually I think my eyes were starting to vibrate, my vision was going a bit impaired, because there was so much vibration and a firm bumpy ride. It was kind of messing with my vision a little bit, but on the Trident it's actually smoother. It really is a smoother ride. This bike is so balanced and comfortable at this. It really is, and I feel, you know, because it's more balanced and it's more comfortable, the riding experience itself is more comfortable compared to the Street Triple R. I'm having so much more fun on the Trident. This is so good. So there you have a quick, short blast, twisty ride through the English countryside on the Triumph Trident 660. If you have enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up to support the channel. And if you are new around here, then please make sure to subscribe to see weekly motorcycle news, reviews and content. I've been EddiesetGo. Hope you ride safe and stay safe. I'll see you next time.